Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and I got another NU match for you all today, this time against an opponent by the name of brodadxtime. This person leads off with a Persian, and fake outs first turn, pretty much what Persian's meant to do. But seeing that he's life orbed actually helps me out a bit because I know that this Persian, even though it will have priority and technician boosted fake out, will be taking a little bit of damage every time it attacks me, which is a good thing in my opinion, even though it does have the increased power. But he just U-turns out of there, and I, like an idiot, go for Stealth Rock, knowing full well that this person had a War Turtle on their team, and this was probably the most obvious switch that could have happened. I should have just went for Earth Power, but I'm an idiot. But this time I just got into Meganium while War Turtle is able to rapid spin away my Stealth Rocks that I just set up, so I pretty much just wasted 2 turns and took a bunch of damage in the process. But with this Meganium in, I'm able to severely harass his team for the next few turns because I think this might be one of the best Meganium sets ever, and I'm not even saying that to just like make me sound cool. Like, I really think that this is an awesome set. But I go for Dragon Tail on the switched in Gardevoir, and I Dragon Tail him out into his Gigalith, which is great for me because I can obviously go for a super effective Giga Drain, which I do. He, I guess, figured that he could live one Giga Drain and wanted to get the Stealth Rock, but honestly, that Gigalith is a huge problem to my team at this point. It's preventing a lot of things from happening, so him taking that big hit was not good for his sake. But he switches out again. I go for another Dragon Tail because the switch was obvious, goes out into the Gardevoir again, and I'm able to bring back in the Gigalith. So I'm just kind of alternating between moves at this point. So I go for Giga Drain on this turn, and he switches out into his War Turtle. I guess, you know, even though I would be dealing super effective damage to the War Turtle, he knew that he could take a Giga Drain and yawn me, which was what this person was obviously thinking would be a bad thing. But my Meganium is actually a rest talker. So yawning me is basically helping me out in a way because it means I can't get status with something else, so I won't have to waste another turn to rest. But it also means that I won't have any idea of when I'll actually wake up, so I guess it could be good. But either way, it's not really crippling this Meganium, and he switched out again right there into his Raichu, but I Dragon Tailed him out into the Persian. Also, this Meganium packs the Rocky Helmet, so the Persian from fake outing, just took 30% damage from its Life Orb and from my Rocky Helmet. But he just goes for return, and I'm just going for Sleep Talk here, hoping for either Giga Drain or Dragon Tail. Hopefully not getting rest is basically what I'm meant to say. And I would have loved to get Giga Drain right here because I would have been able to take out this Persian and recover a bunch of health in the process, but I get Dragon Tail. Not too big of a deal, but I Dragon Tail him out into a Swallow, which is a problem for me. And I figured he might want to just U-turn because it was going to probably kill my Meganium anyway. So I go into camera up to take the U-turn, but he just goes safe for the safe move and goes for Facade. I don't have anything on my team that actually resists normal moves, so that was actually probably the best option. But this Swallow is going to prove to be a pain because it's super fast, but luckily I have a Lanoon, and this is my Choice Banded Lanoon, which I love using, and I go for Extreme Speed. It leaves it with 1, which sucks because I wasn't able to get up Stealth Rocks this battle at all, and now my camera up is dead. So this Swallow is actually going to survive and could potentially take something out in the 1 turn that it will be living for. But he just goes into his Gigalith and to take whatever normal move I was going to do. This is why I was saying Gigalith is going to be a problem because my Lanoon is basically meant to sweep late game. But I go into my Lumineon and I just go for Scald to potentially get some good damage on the Gigalith, maybe take it out. But he does switch into War Turtle here, and that's obviously good for him because it's resisted. I would have loved to have gotten the burn because I'm pretty sure this U-turn would have killed it on this turn, but unfortunately it doesn't. So I U-turn out into my Meganium because I feel like it's the safest bet at this point. And here he goes for Yawn again, and I think that was really weird because that actually would break Sleep Claws, even though I do have Sleep Talk on my Meganium. He would still be breaking Sleep Claws if he put something else to sleep, so I thought that was kind of odd that he did that. But he goes out into his Gardevoir again. I don't know why he keeps going out into this Gardevoir, but I Dragon Tail it again for the 3rd time, so it's basically done absolutely nothing but just come in and take a hit. But Dragon Tail him back into the Gigalith. This keeps happening, and I'm just safely going for Dragon Tail. I know I'm asleep for at least 2 turns because I was before and how the sleep counter resets, but I get Dragon Tail again this time, which is kind of annoying because I obviously could have took out the Gigalith with a overgrow boosted Giga Drain. But this time he finally is able to actually hit me with the Gardevoir, and he reveals that he has Signal Beam. And honestly, I didn't think that that would be like the best thing to counter a Meganium to begin with, so it was odd that he kept bringing it in to deal with my Meganium at all. But he shows me it's Life Orb, so I know that I won't have to worry about Trick, but I didn't actually realize that when I was battling, so you're going to see I make a move later that was stupid because I thought he was going to trick me. But I go onto my Shelmet here, and I just go for a layer of spikes, which actually turns out to be crucial because I'm able, with this one layer of spikes, to take out two of his Pokemon, which are at very low HP. The first being Wartortle, and the second being Persian, which you'll see maybe in a second or so. But he goes out into the Wartortle either forgetting that I had spikes up or not thinking it would kill, or just trying to get switch initiative, because that is kind of what happens on double downs. But I just go onto my Skuntank here because it's probably the safest bet against anything he has. And he goes into his Raichu. I just Sucker Punch it. The crit didn't matter. I actually calc that after because I was really curious as to if it would have. And here he goes out into his Gardevoir. Now thinking it was Scarfed or something and wanted to trick me because it came in on a Skuntank. Like, why would you do that? I decided to go for Poison Jab as to be like the safe move. And he went for Focus Blast and missed, but a Life Orb Focus Blast on a max attack Gardevoir, max special attack Gardevoir, wouldn't have actually killed me anyway, so it didn't actually matter. I actually did calc that too, because the kind of hacks that I got near the end of the game kind of could have changed the course of how the match went if it was actually hacks, in the sense that I wouldn't have actually lived with it without it. But as you saw before, he switched into his Persian, it died from spikes, and then all he had left was the Swellow. But luckily for me, I still had my Choice Banded Linoon with Extreme Speed, which would have taken out the rest of his team anyway. But that is it for this video, everyone. I want to thank you all for watching. I thought this was a really good match, and I'm really enjoying this team that I'm using right now. It's basically a phasing type team, like with the Meganium set that I said before, which I think is amazing. And I have Spikes and Stealth Rock going for it, and then I have Priority with Skuntank and Pursuit to deal with any ghosts, so that once the ghosts are taken out, I'm able to basically sweep with the Linoon with Extreme Speed at the end of the match. It's pretty cool, and it was something I kind of threw together, but it ended up working out to be really good, to my surprise. So I'm going to continue testing with this team and seeing how good it does. But that is it for this video, everyone. So I want to thank you all for watching, and as always, take care and goodbye. Had a lot of fun with this video, so again, thank you brodadxtime for the match, and I hope to see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.